Wake up, we got more Kombat Pack 3 news!
I'm so excited! Oh god! Gosh darn it, I tripped over this amazing merch poster! It's honestly really nice, and my fault for not hanging it up. I highly recommend you get yourself one today.
So stop on by the Underdog store, because we also have 2 amazing new shirt designs, the Combo Queen and First Impact. It is the holiday season, so make sure to get yourself something nice. Every purchase supports the channel and you look awesome while doing it. How's it going, everyone? My name is True Underdog, and the Kombat Pack 3 news just keeps on rolling in. It's honestly pretty hard to keep track, and even harder to figure out who's telling the truth and who is just trolling us. And we already know we can't trust Ed Boon. This guy will troll you just to throw you off his trail. For the longest time, he kept saying, no Melina, give up, she's skipping a game, and then here we go, we have Melina. So if you can't even trust the creator of Mortal Kombat himself, then who can you trust? Well, I guess that's the main topic for today's video, because recently there was another big Kombat Pack 3 leak. And I'll be honest with you, it has me a bit skeptical, but I have seen other YouTubers cover it like Tutin, and I like his videos. I recommend checking him out. The guy covers a lot of Mortal Kombat 11 news, and the reason I'm making this video is because I just wanted to share my opinions on it with you all. And then while I'm discussing these leaks, I'm going to show you stuff that either supports it or helps to deconfirm it. So without any further ado, let's get started. Here is the main leak that most people are talking about, and some people believe it, and some people think there's no way it's possibly true. But for now, I'm just going to read it to you and allow you to form your own thoughts, and then I'm going to weigh in on it with my own opinion. So every day there is a million new leaks. I'm not sure about that, but there are quite a few. Maybe not every day, but there are a lot of rumors. I am going to set the record straight about the state of Mortal Kombat Ultimate. No 11 there, that's kind of interesting. No, I will not provide exact dates, but I will provide a list of characters, those being Reptile. That would be pretty cool. Ed Boon did have a little teaser about Reptile. That had a lot of people really excited. I myself am still on the fence. I'm not sure if Reptile will be in the game, but I am hoping. Fingers crossed for him and Ermac. And then we have Smoke. A lot of people want to see Smoke, and I think they mainly want to see human Smoke. We already had Robot Smoke in MKX. I think they want human Smoke because that hair, baby. Maybe it's Maybelline. And then we have Takeda. I still think Takeda is the most popular combat kid, with the exception of Cassie Cage, but she's kind of cheating because she's the child of 2 main characters from the very first game. Of course, she's always going to be the most popular, but I think Takeda is a very close second. And then we have Sareena. A lot of players want to see Sareena, and I think that's because of her potential devil trigger where she goes full demon. And how about Ashrah? I think Ashrah could be a really cool addition. She's also, I think, a demon that became a good guy. She looks kind of like a female Raiden. I didn't play her very much in the 3D era, but I want to see what she can do. I want to see what her move list would look like in Mortal Kombat 11. And then finally we have Li Mei. I'll be honest, Li Mei is a character I want to see the most for several reasons. Reason number 1, she seems like a rushdown style character, kind of like Jackie, but minus all the annoying jumping, and I want more rushdown characters in this game. Originally, I thought Liu Kang was going to play that way, but instead Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat 11 is kind of like Ryu. He can do a bit of everything, and that's why he's always been so strong. In fact, depending on who you ask, he's top 5 or top 8 in the game. He's very, very good in Mortal Kombat 11. But even so, he just doesn't have that crazy rushdown factor that I enjoy from characters like Jackie, so I think Sareena could be a very fun rushdown character with a lot of kung fu and martial arts. And then on top of all of that, I think her original design in Deadly Alliance was very unique. I really digged it. So of course I'd love to see it come back for Mortal Kombat 11, but maybe a bit redesigned, but I would love to see how that would look in this game. And we're still not done, so next up we have Havoc. I think Havoc is one of the most requested characters from the 3D era, and I think he would fit super well in Mortal Kombat 11. And just like Li Mei, I want to see this guy come back mainly for his gameplay. He'd be very unpredictable and wild, kind of like Yoshimitsu in Tekken and Soul Calibur. And I think we need a character like that in Mortal Kombat 11, a character whose attacks actually have random outcomes that can do extra damage or maybe even hurt himself, and it's kind of like rolling the dice. That could be really cool. Alright, but moving on, Michael Myers is done, but will not be shown off until after his game Halloween is shown off in August, with an expected release date of October to coincide with his movie release Halloween Kills in October of 2021. Alright, so already I'm skeptical. I've said before, I'm not against the idea of Michael Myers, but I don't see how he could play much differently than Jason. Do not misunderstand me, this character Michael Myers is a horror icon, but as far as gameplay goes, he seems like a lesser version of Jason. Jason. And that's kind of what happened with Terminator and RoboCop. RoboCop is like a dumber version of Terminator. He doesn't have all the fun combos, he's pure keep away, he's just not as much fun. And I really don't want that to happen with Michael Myers. Alright, moving on. Ash Williams is another character that is a possibility, but contract disputes are making it difficult to lock down a definitive deal with MGM and Bruce Campbell. Alright, so this is the most legit thing in the entire leak. We have heard that Bruce Campbell's not going to be in the game, and as a result, neither will Ash Williams. Alright, but here's when things get extra skeptical, so hold on to your hats. Due to fan demand, Cyrax and Sektor are considered as part of a free update that would release around the Mortal Kombat Celebration event in April to coincide with the film release. Alright, you're telling me that Warner Brothers is gonna give us 2 characters for free? This has me the most skeptical. I know a lot of people point out they're already playable. If you hack the game, they have a full moveset, but keep in mind all of those attacks are stolen from MKX. And as a result, Sektor and Cyrax play almost identical. The only different things are their special moves. And once again, those special moves are taken from Mortal Kombat X. The frame data is wonky and all over the place. They also don't have any intro dialogues, no fatalities, brutalities, none of that stuff, so they are by no means ready to play. So the only way this free update happens is if these characters are not tournament viable and you can only play them in offline modes. And even then, they would be really buggy unless NetherRealm does commit to making them their own characters, which I'm not saying is outside the realm of possibility, but the idea of them being free, don't get me wrong, I like Warner Brothers. I appreciate all the cool stuff they've done for the community and the content creators, but they're very savvy business people. I don't see them giving us things for free like that, especially if those characters are really buggy and just copied from Mortal Kombat X. And if I'm being honest with you, I don't want the characters from MKX. I want Cyrax and Sektor to play completely different from one another. Alright, but let's keep going. Deathstroke will not be coming to the game due to poor sales from Joker and Spawn, as Joker was the least selling character in their history of guest characters and Freddy and Jason were the best selling. Alright, so once again, very skeptical, but some interesting stuff here. So Deathstroke being deconfirmed? Okay, that could be possible, but the idea that Joker and Spawn did not sell, that's a bit crazy to me. For one thing, Spawn is one of the most popular comic book characters of all time and also highly requested as a guest character. I mean, I should know, I was making videos about him before the game even came out because everybody was freaking out when Todd McFarlane made a deal with NetherRealm. And then as far as Joker goes, once again, a very popular comic book character, and he also just had a movie come out. You're telling me he didn't sell like hotcakes? I just don't believe it. I'm not saying it's impossible, but this leak is looking more and more fraudulent by the second. But this next part is kind of interesting though. The stages that are currently in development or are done are the Pit 2. Okay, the Pit 2, interesting stuff. So like the bottom of the pit, that's fascinating. The subway platform, so I like the subway stage because of the amazing music, mainly in MK9. The Pyramid of Argus, that would be cool because we do already see it in Mortal Kombat 11 story mode. And then Shang Tsung's throne room, once again a fantastic stage, and if they wanted to be extra lazy, they could kind of use assets that are already in the crypt because I believe you can already go inside his throne room. If I'm being honest, I would love the idea of new stages, and I think if NetherRealm wanted to give you free stuff, they would just give you free stages. So that to me would make a lot more sense than free characters because a lot of games already do free DLC stage expansion. Alright, but let's keep going, we're almost done. There is no second story mode planned, crypt expansions, or new currency as those were moved to the next Mortal Kombat game coming out in 2025. Oh my goodness, that's a long time away. But if this leak is true, then that would explain why we're getting more combat packs because they're gonna wait a long time to give us a new game. And I'm honestly not against that. If this leak turns out to be real and we get all these new characters, I'm okay with Mortal Kombat 11 being Mortal Kombat Armageddon levels of characters. I want to see that many characters, I don't mind. Alright, and finally to end us off, when WB was attempting to sell the gaming division work on Mortal Kombat Ultimate, it was cut down as well as complications with the Schmyrus. Due to that, DLC was delayed but will be hitting in full force in 2021, similar to MKX and Injustice 2's life cycle. Now, alright everyone, and that's about it for the leak. Now I find it interesting how it says there's not going to be a Crypt expansion, because recently there have been data miners who found new animations, or at least unused animations for the Crypt guy, and I actually have those for you right here, posted by KG. Good stuff, buddy. So as you can see, there's stuff like this, digging for an item. Now that could just be an unused animation that happens all the time in game development, but I'm also wondering, could that be something for the Living Forest? If there's an expansion, makes a lot of sense. Teleportation, this would be awesome. This seems like fast travel that never got added to the game, and I think it could be in the game. It doesn't take that long to get to every area in the Crypt, but it would save me a couple minutes, and I would love that. I hate having to like backtrack and go different places. Telekinesis, that would be great with Kenshi, or maybe you get a Takeda headband. That could be really cool, but it seems like an unused unused aspect, you get the idea. Part of me thinks these unused animations could hint towards a DLC expansion of the Crypt, but who really knows for sure? No matter what happens, that's about it for the video, everyone, so let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Who do you want the most for Kombat Pack 3? What do you want to see in a Crypt expansion? All that awesome stuff. And then while you're down there, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It really does help my channel out a ton. And finally, make sure to finish that combo by suplexing that subscribe button. That way you never miss a future video. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.